Good afternoon, fans, and welcome one more time to the Leo Hayes High School Gymnasium. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching live coverage on YouTube, powered by Aurora Productions, of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Game 2 of the league. Set to tip off here in just about a minute and 40 seconds, according to the clock. It will be the Port City Fog out of St. John and the Windsor Edge out of Nova Scotia. Teeing it up in this one. And the Fog, a number of jersey number changes due in part to a little warehouse fire in the U.S. happened last month. Just had some fingers crossed that jerseys would arrive in time for this weekend, and they are sharp-looking jerseys indeed for the Fog. So I'll be a little out of order here, a little bit with the Fog, but we'll get through with the new numbers that we have. All good. We will pick up the starters here for these teams. I have them already. Richard Jones on the in-house mic here. Of course, thanks so much for the sponsorship and getting the league off the ground by all those sponsors' names you see on the signs around here. Now Leslie States, Vice Commissioner of the league. Give us some words.
First off, on behalf of the MWBA, I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody that was involved in getting us to this day. A little over 2 years ago, we didn't know that we would actually make this happen, and so we're all here. So I want to thank all of you, the fans, who have taken your time out on this beautiful sunny day to come and sit in the gym and hang out with us and watch some amazing basketball of some very, very talented women who deserve to be on the floor either after their careers or as their careers are going on. So because of you guys, the fans, and everybody that's helped out with us over the past, we want to thank you for that, and enjoy the weekend. Thanks.
Great words there from Vice Commissioner States. Now we'll pick up the starters. Fogs will be the designated visitors on the score clock. Port City Fog will start guard number 5, Courtney Thompson, 5 seasons at Dalhousie. Number 7, Rachel Farwell, U Sports Championships MVP this season. 8, Megan Stewart, 3 years at York University Lions. 9 is Reese Baxendale, 4 seasons at UPEI. 14 is Kaylee Kilpatrick, played Division I with New Hampshire. We're going to be saying that name here a lot. And for the Edge, 4 is Sydney Foran, 5'11" out of McGill. Jessica Miller, number 5, former St. FX ex-woman. Tiffany Reynolds is number 9 out of Lakehead. Carissa Kojurine is number 10. Algoma Thunderbirds and Lakehead at 5'8". And number 13 is Emily McNeil, 6-foot forward, rookie out of Bishops. Officials for this one.
Remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
We'll have the anthem here. Lineup set and the anthem in. We are set for tip. It'll be Crew Chief Mike Murray throwing up the first ball here. Have things under control in no time whatsoever. Joined by Todd Messer and Al Barrio for this second game in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Again, I'm privileged to be here with you all weekend long. I'm Bill Gibson. We will have some guests joining on color commentary. Ken McKenzie, the referee that first game, will be joining me for the Freeze game later. That goes at 7. Get down here early for that one. The place will fill up. Bring a little extra coin for the lemonade truck outside. Yourself a little cool off on a hot day. First shot is missed. And that will go over to Windsor. Windsor is in the dark uniforms. The white trim. Port City Fog in the foggy gray with the teal green. That's up and missed. Rebound is controlled by Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick finds Baxendale. Baxendale has some space. She goes off glass and has the first two for the Port City Fog. On the outside for Windsor, that's 4, and she's going to draw the foul. That'll go on Baxendale. No, that goes on 7, Farwell. Shot missed there by Jessica Miller. Inside Farwell. That one was in and then back out. Rebound taken away by Kajarine, number 10 for the Edge. Reynolds on the drive. Reynolds off glass. It doesn't go. She tips it back outside for forehand. Forehand step back 3. That rims out as well. Reynolds hustles after it again, but it is Baxendale who controls to the front court for Thompson. Picked off by McNeil. McNeil to the front court. We played a minute and a half here. 2-0 for the Fog. Make that 3-2 for the Windsor Edge. 3-pointer made for Windsor. Baxendale uses the screen. Farwell up top. Kilpatrick in the post catch. Nowhere to go with it. She passes back outside for Baxendale. That 3-pointer is no good. Rebound Jessica Miller. Miller from number 5 to the front court. She puts up the 3. That front rims. Kilpatrick on the rebound. Likes to dribble it into the front court. And on the take, Kilpatrick gets it to go down. Kaylee Kilpatrick, former New Hampshire Wildcat pro in Ireland, Australia, and Germany. Attended St. Thomas this year taking BED. A lot of interesting stories in this league about some of the careers these women have, and also, of course, playing. Kilpatrick, we could go on and on. Game notes on Kilpatrick's career. Patrick Farwell and Baxendale, certainly attention-getting names for me on the Port City Fog. Jessica Miller to the line, 38 games with St. Avex. Does Miller have? That's Emily Briggs, player for Crandall, number 10, who's checked in for Port City. Farwell inside. And that's finished by Lauren Fleming. Fleming, 3 seasons at UPEI, played with Baxendale, both at UPEI and at Sussex Regional High. Blown dead, out of bounds, off the support wire. 6-5 in the early going. We've played just about 3 minutes in quarter number 1. Fog in front by 1 point. Shot from the baseline won't go down for Briggs. And now it's Jessica Miller in the front court. Shot is put up and drained by number 9, Tiffany Reynolds. Kilpatrick with a nice post catch and finish. Nice pass from Farwell. Reynolds into the front court. Reynolds for Caggiarine. Caggiarine finishes. (9-8) Windsor. Kilpatrick has it stolen by Emily McNeil. We're going to have a carry called on McNeil. Baxendale for Kilpatrick. Baxendale off glass scores 2. Nice take from Reese Baxendale. That's Tiffany Reynolds. Caggiarine gets the bucket to go down. We'll go to the line. Carissa Caggiarine started at Algoma 2012 to 2017 for 4 seasons in Sault Ste. Marie before moving to Lakehead for the 2018-19 season in Thunder Bay. 325 career rebounds and 147 career three-pointers. Converts there from the line, and it's a 6-point lead for the Windsor Edge, 14-8. Played 4.5 minutes in quarter number 1. Was Fleming looking for the rebound, but it's Caggiarine to the front court. Jody White, number 3, has checked in. Missing that shot is Sydney Foran, number 4. Rebound to Lauren Fleming. Emily Briggs gets the ball back and puts up the three-pointer. Briggs. One goes over the backboard, but it's rebounded by Bailey Henderson, number 6, rookie at UNDSJ, who's just checked in. Now to the front court, it's Caggiarine. Reynolds on the offensive glass. But it is Emily Briggs who will control and walk the ball up the court for the Port City Fog. No space there on that pass, not a great angle. Baseline inbound for the Fog. Be taken by Bailey Henderson. Henderson finds Lauren Harris. Picked off in the post by Caggiarine, whose pass was nearly stolen, but they still control. Caggiarine can't get that one to go down, but she's all over the offensive boards here, is Carissa Caggiarine. And now it is Port City Fog into the front court. Knocked away by Reynolds. Caggiarine again ahead of the pack. What an athlete is Caggiarine. Scores 2 there. Make it a 14-10 game, just under 4 to play in the opening quarter. Traveling violation called. We have a timeout on the court taken by Windsor. They hold a 4-point lead. Tell a bit more of the league stories here. Of course, from the Basketball New Brunswick meeting, and guest speaker Lisa Tomaitis, women's national team coach, identified Canada the only of the countries that does not have professional women's basketball at the top levels of international play. Certainly a need there. A little seed planted in Brad Jane's mind, and a lot of subsequent conversations, and a bunch of sponsors coming on board, and 26 months after that, here we are, opening day of this. Of course, lots of folks have helped along the way, including Canadian Elite Basketball League Commissioner Mike Moriali, former CFLer, Canada Basketball, and Mike McKay, Director of Canada's national team. Lots of advice and support for this 19-plus Women's League. Competitive play. We are back on the go here now. And in the front court, that's Emily McNeil. For Reynolds, that pass is picked off. It was intended for Jody White. Now it's Farwell to the front court, and that is knocked away. Impressed here in the early going by the speed of both Reynolds and Caggiarine. That's Janelle Haddad, number 11. Farwell on the miss. Now Reynolds to the front court. Caggiarine again on the take. And she would be 3 years removed with Caggiarine from playing career, but looks to be in just incredible shape here. Inside to pass and finish. That's Forant with Reynolds on the finish. Courtney Thompson goes cross court for Reese Baxendale. It's Caggiarine again on the ball and the steal. For Tiffany Reynolds in the front court, she shoots from 16 feet, back rim. Rebound for Baxendale. Baxendale into the front court, that's deflected. Courtney Thompson on the drive. She goes off glass and no good. Rebound fought for by Lauren Harris. We've got a jump ball that will go to the Windsor edge. Now it's Kilpatrick and Megan Stewart, and we'll check back in for the Port City Fog. Sydney Forant to the bench for Windsor. Fresh into the game is Christina Gavral, 6'4" out of Halifax. Number 15. Shot too strong from Reynolds. 1:45 to go in its 18-12 game, +6 for Windsor. Kilpatrick on the miss. Rebound, Emily McNeil. Caggiarine's had a great first quarter. Hesitation move, she's going to get one off again and score again. So far the Fog can't contain Carissa Caggiarine. Kilpatrick in the post. Going to get called for a 3-second violation. Now Barrio all over that one. Kaylee Kilpatrick looking for a foul. Doesn't get it. Long shot put up by McNeil. Knocked out of bounds off of Windsor. Kilpatrick from the foul line. Knocked away by quick hands there. I think that's Caggiarine again. One of the Windsor edge certainly got a hand on that one, and now it's stolen away by Windsor. White puts up the long distance shot. It's a little too strong. Big contact there between Reynolds and Kilpatrick. Baxendale out of the backcourt. Nicely shut down. Now it's Kilpatrick for three. Rebound controlled by Windsor. Jody White. 20 seconds to go now in quarter number one. And the Windsor Edge up 8, 20-12. White on the miss. Knocked out of bounds by Kilpatrick. Good hustle again by Tiffany Reynolds. Five on the game clock in the quarter. Shot clock expires first. That was McNeil looking to beat the shot clock. Didn't get it off in time. 3.8 now on the game clock for Port City. Baxendale lets it bounce. Referee blows that one dead. Didn't think the clock started in time. She hadn't touched it, however, so good job there by the minor officials on that one. Kilpatrick on the miss at the buzzer. And we'll go to the end of quarter number one, where it will be the Windsor Edge 20 and the Port City Fog 12. Take about a 2-minute break. And I'll be back with action from the second quarter. Start of quarter two here in game two for the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Windsor +8 over the St. John Fog. Got a few seconds left in the quarter. Can't say it too many times, thanks to the sponsors. Two internationally renowned companies in Royale and Medavie came on board as founding partners, committed to 3-year deals with the league. Numerous other founding partners, Dairy Farmers of Canada and New Brunswick, for the 3 NB teams, Steel Auto Group, for the Halifax Thunder, Sport for Life, for Windsor and Hornets, and multiple other companies, Garrison Brewing, Eastlink, Cox and Palmer, MBS, Sports Entertainment Atlantic. Kajarine on the conversion there, pushes the lead to 10. League doesn't happen without those sponsors coming on board. And what a great story this is, the league getting off the ground here today. Kilpatrick on the finish. Cut into the Windsor Edge lead. Kajarine drains the 3. Player completely unfamiliar to me coming into today is Carissa Kajarine. Did have the 147 career 3-pointers at Algoma and Lakehead. What a display she's put on here this afternoon. That's Ricky Lyons, number 17, on the catch for Windsor. Blocked momentarily. Someone went by my vision, so I didn't see who had that shot, but that is Farwell, who makes the lay-in for Port City. That is through the hands of Lyons and taken away Finishing for the Fog, that is number 8, Megan Stewart. 8:20 to go, 25-18, Windsor. Kajarine on the miss. Baxendale looks for front court, and it's Kajarine on the steal. She'll pull up against Kilpatrick, shoot the three, make the three. Carissa Kajarine. What a tremendous game here so far. A little direction there on defense as well. Knocked away, that's going to be off of Windsor. Checking in for Windsor, Jessica Miller, number 5. And number 12, Megan Keohan. Keohan, 2008-2012 with Crandall out of Hantsport. Assistant coach at Kings Edge Hill School. With general manager Mark French of the Edge. That one should have went down, but does not for Megan Stewart. And instead, it's Windsor to the front court. As Jessica Miller was looking cross court for Keohan. And instead, it's out of bounds in St. John Ball. 10-point lead. In for Port City is number 12, Lauren Fleming. Part of the bronze medal winning team from UPI in 22 at the U Sport level. Baxendale on the take, too strong. Rebound goes to Keohan. Nice steal there from Farwell, and the pass intended for Reynolds. Baxendale into the front court. Shot put up and front rim by Fleming. Taken away by Kajarine. Who else? Farwell draws the jump ball. Farwell, of course, Ryerson Rams U Sports undefeated season. Played with a name familiar to many in New Brunswick basketball circles, Michaela Dodig, who was going to be here, but then got hired by Canada Basketball. She thought she was going to play with some games with the Freeze franchise, I believe, this season. Didn't work out. So Michaela is watching along somewhere. Great season there at Ryerson, of course. Now Ryerson since been named Toronto Metropolitan U. Not sure if they're keeping the Rams or choosing a new nickname. Nice offensive glass there, work by the Fog, and that was Fleming on the take, but she can't get it to go down. Forehand around the far side for Reynolds, too strong. Rebound by the Fog and Fleming. Foul goes on Keohan. 6:17 to play, quarter number 2, 30-18 in favor of the Windsor Edge over the Port City Fog. That's kicked outside, now around and put up by Lauren Harris. Miller. Kajarine, that's going to be a carry. Caught by both officials on this near side. At least was the carry. Courtney Thompson for Lauren Fleming. Fleming dribbles up top. Looks for a cutter. Has a cutter in the form of Bailey Henderson. Henderson, former Miramichi Valley player, the high school level. Part of a strong young core at UNBSJ. Like what they're building there. I see a lot of the ACA schools in my work with St. Thomas throughout the winter. Young, very young squad were the Seawolves this year, but certainly some promising looking talent joining that roster. Out of the line will be Harris, current UPI Panther, former St. Malachy's High School Saint. Played under 17 for BNB at the championships that were held right here in Fredericton in the Curry Center. 8 games for UPI played in her Panther career. Miss there from forehand. Now to the front court. Henderson and Fleming. Shot is put up by Thompson. The Edge control the rebound. It's Emily McNeil in the backcourt with Jessica Miller now. Miller 36 games at X. McNeil. Keelan on the spin and shot. That rimmed out. Looked good. Kajarine picks up the foul on the dribble, not on the shot. Be out on the side. So as the first foul in this quarter for Moncton. Kaylee Kilpatrick checks back in for Kilpatrick checks back in for Lauren Harris. Subs in for Port City Fog, that's Rachel Farwell, number 7, and also in is number 8, Megan Stewart. 4:30 to go, an 8-point lead for Windsor at 30-22. Kajarine, a miss. Kilpatrick dribbles to the front court, passes it up inside, and nice finish there for the Fog. That's Bailey Henderson again finishing inside. Miller uses the screen for forehand. McNeil. Kajarine, that might have been a little carry there too. Got away with that one. Into the edge now is number 9, Tiffany Reynolds, who started the game. Timeout on the floor. Timeout taken by the Windsor Edge. Edge and Fog, 2 of the 3 non-traditional team nicknames here. Of course, traditionally, most teams end in the S. They're joined by the Fredericton Freeze in this one. And the Halifax Thunder as well. Only 2 of the 6 teams in the league. The Hornets and the Mystics have the traditional S ending. A definite decided weather flavor. Freeze, Fog, and Thunder. Reminder again, coming up, 7 p.m. It's the host Fredericton Freeze. Will be playing their first game on a very warm day here in Fredericton, pushing 30 degrees. They will be playing the Halifax Hornets. A couple of dandy-looking rosters there as well, which we'll get to see in that 7 o'clock game. Get here early, bring a little extra cash, get yourself a lemonade outside. Lemonade truck. Get some cool treat for you on the way into the building. Of course, some swag available here as well from the Freeze franchise at least. You can pick up. 3:57 to go, 30-24 in quarter 2. Fog trailing the Edge. I'm Bill Gibson bringing you opening weekend action here. Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Farwell cuts the lead in half with a 3-pointer. There you hear the cowbell. Of course, the cowbell off every time the Brunswick team makes a 3-pointer. Dairy Farmers of New Brunswick get the cowbell in. Kajarine knocks that one away. Be inbounded. By the Fog, that's number 4, Abby Ring-Deneen. former St. John High Greyhound. Averaged over 10 minutes as a rookie for the UNBSJ Seawolves in ACA play. Farwell short on that one. Jody White, former University of Ottawa GG out of Nova Scotia. Kajarine again with a make. Pushes the lead back to 6. Kilpatrick finds Farwell. Farwell. Reynolds picked off the pass, and it's Reynolds all alone. Reynolds will finish with a lefty lay-in. Tiffany Reynolds pushes the lead to 8. Subs are in for UNBSJ. Baxendale is 9. And 12 is Lauren Fleming. Kilpatrick step back 3, drains it. Silky looking touch there from Kaylee Kilpatrick, and she'll ring the cowbell. Now Reynolds off glass, rebound to Kilpatrick. You see Kilpatrick, very determined look, but it is taken away by Windsor, and Kilpatrick is going to pick up the pushing foul. Falling out of bounds there on the push was a present-day McGill Martlet in Sydney Foran. Foran, rookie in the RSEQ. 22 career points, career high of 6 twice out of Stillwater Lake, Nova Scotia. Jody White. #16 is Ashley Shannon. Addition today to the roster I had, and that's laid up in by Tiffany Reynolds. The lefty lay-in. Lead is now 7, 1:52 to go. Opening half, Kilpatrick again shoots the 3. Back rimmed it a little too strong, but it's controlled by the fog, and Farwell uses a little board and court action from 15 feet to cut the lead to 5. Offensive foul called on Reynolds. Dropped the shoulder a little bit on that one. .128 to go. It's Windsor plus 5. Checking in for St. John is number 6. That's Bailey Henderson. And out is Megan Stewart. Baxendale with the ball in the front court for Kilpatrick, who hands it back to Baxendale. Baxendale had that knocked away, but it's out off of Baxendale. Good defense there by the Windsor Edge. Edge, who led by 8 after the first quarter. It's now 5. Minute 12 to go here in the opening half. First game of the league for both of these teams, second in league history. Earlier it was the Halifax Thunder defeating the Moncton Mystics by 20. And coming up following this one at 7, it'll be the Freeze and the Hornets with the nightcap of day 1 of the MWBA. Kajarine again all over the place and scores 2 more points. Unbelievable motor. Kajarine. .32 to go. It's knocked out of bounds. Windsor will get the ball up. Ball back up 7. It's going to go with a blocking foul. That's going to go on Bailey Henderson.
Foul on court setting number 6, Bailey Henderson.
Going to get a reset on the shot clock. Says Mr. Barrio. We've got that. We're underway here. About a 4-second differential. On the take and on the make is Jessica Miller. 9-point lead now for the Windsor Edge as we're under 15 seconds to go in the first half. Off glass and missed. Rebound to the edge. And Emily McNeil. Now it's Reynolds to the front court. 5 on the game clock. Now 3 on the game clock. It's put up and missed. And the Port City Fog will control the rebound. We will end the first half. The score of 41-32 in favor of the Windsor Edge. I'm Bill Gibson. Come on back. We'll have more second half action for you in about 15 minutes. Thanks again to the founding sponsors, Medavie Royale. Probably make this league a reality. Come on back. Welcome back to Leo Hayes High School for the second half of the second ever game in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching the YouTube channel of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Production today powered by Aurora Productions. Great to have them on board here for this opening weekend of the league. 41-32 is the score in favor of the Windsor Edge over the Port City Fog. Leading scorers in that first half for Port City. Number 12, Lauren Fleming had 2. Rachel Farwell, number 7, had 7. Reese Baxendale had 6. Bailey Henderson, 4. And Kaylee Kilpatrick had 9. Certainly not balanced scoring on the Windsor Edge part. However, with Jessica Miller having 9, Tiffany Reynolds having 8. And high motor, high everything, Carissa Cadjo-Rene, 24 points in the first half. I'm not keeping tabs here myself as the game goes along. However, I guess she had 25. I was a point off when I checked the scorebook at half. Certainly been giving the Port City Fog all they can handle on this one as they trail. All right, we're just about set here now for second half action. Mike Murray's made his one mistake for the game. He's not going to make another. Referee here, right here in front of me. He's giving him a little bit of a hard time. Said I wasn't allowed to before the game, but I'll do it a little bit. Joined by Todd Messer and Al Barrio here for this one. Inbounding will be the Fog and Rachel Farwell. Here in front of me, Farwell inbounds for Baxendale, number 9, joined by number 8, Megan Stewart. 14 is Kaylee Kilpatrick. And going to the line to score, going to the rim to score 2, number 5, Courtney Thompson. 41-34. That's Cadjo-Rene, starts the second half on fire as she was in the first half. That's a made 3, give her 27 on the game for Cadjo-Rene. She's joined by, score there for Farwell. Cadjo-Rene is joined by 13 is McNeil, 9 is Reynolds, 5 is Jessica Miller, who had 9 points in that first half. Steal there by the Fog. Baxendale for Farwell. Farwell, they swing it around back for Baxendale. Baxendale rims out to 3. Farwell on the offensive glass. And Farwell misses. Cadjo-Rene on the board and on the dribble with some speed. She gets to the baseline now. Tricky dribble back outside. Puts it up Jessica Miller. No rim on the 3. Taken away Baxendale. Baxendale to the front court. Oh, looked to be contact on that one. Not called. However, great defense there by Jessica Miller on the stop of Courtney Thompson. Tiffany Reynolds now on the outside, cross court. Cadjo-Rene again for 3. That's 30. Make that 30 in the game with 8:25 to go here in quarter number 3. Yes, quarter number 3, not even halfway through quarter 3. And she's put a 30 spot on the board. What a start to her Maritime Women's Basketball Association season. Shot made from the baseline by Courtney Thompson. 47-38, 9-point lead for Windsor. 3-point front rimmed. Taken away, coming out of the front court is Megan Stewart. Reynolds gets a hand in. Now Stewart surrounded by 3 blue shirts. Cadjo-Rene comes out of the pack with it. Nice pass ahead, and that's going to be laid in cleanly by Emily McNeil. Nice pass from Carissa Kajarine. Timeout taken by the Port City Fog, as the lead now has quickly stretched to 11. Was 8 at the end of the first quarter, 9 at the end of the first half, and now Windsor comes out on fire. Looking ahead at the schedule, 7 p.m. tonight, Fredericton and the Halifax Hornets. If you're in the Fredericton area and you're listening to me, if you can hear me, get over here for that one. You're going to want to see the Freeze's first game. Great buzz here in the gym. Certainly the players all happy when they come in. And then tomorrow at 11, it's Port City and the Halifax Thunder. 1, Moncton Mystics, Halifax Hornets. 3, Fredericton and Windsor. And then a couple games coming up this week on Thursday. It'll be Fredericton at Port City, 8 p.m. at St. John High School. And also on the Thursday, Windsor at Halifax Thunder. That's going to go 7 p.m. at St. Mary's. Already interesting matchup there, and Justine Colley-Legier and Carissa Kajarine. Both seem to be extremely quick, high motors. That's Kajarine on the board for Reynolds. To the front court is Reynolds. Spin move, runs into Kaylee Kilpatrick. That was looked to be passed inside, and good defense there by Kilpatrick and the Port City Fog. Fog, coached by Madeline Belding, assistant coach at the University of Windsor, joined by Shannon Fraser and Ryan Day. Ryan Day, familiar to me through his BMB work and Fundy High work. Windsor Edge, Lonnie States, associated coach Maya Timmons. General manager is Mark French. Kilpatrick on the takeaway. Patrick on the dribble, now passes it ahead and unable to finish for Port City. Number 16, Amelia Mitchell. Mitchell, a current Mount A Mountie, appeared in 5 games as a rookie. Played to St. Malachy's in the St. John area in the NBI-AA. So Patrick has a shot blocked. That might even have been Kajarine who got a piece of that. Big size differential there. Now for the Freeze, that's Briggs. Pardon me, for the Fog, that's Briggs. To Courtney Thompson. Thompson's had a nice second half. I believe that's her 3rd bucket here. Takes us back to a 9-point game. Kajarine working on a 30-point game already, looking for more. For Reynolds. McNeil misses off the glass. Briggs with the long pass ahead. That's a tough catch for Courtney Thompson, but she made the catch and drew the foul. She'll go to the line. Courtney Thompson, 5 seasons at Dow. She's AUS MVP, U Sports First Team All-Canadian. Started 95 of 100 games. Scored 1,498 points total, and even with my math and a little bit of rounding of 100 games, I can tell you that's 15 points a game. Out of St. John and Simons High School is Courtney Thompson. Christina Garral checks in. Plays in the Metro Elite Ladies League, Metro Elite Ladies Basketball Association, that is, with teammate Lisa Edwards in Halifax. Interesting league that is they've got going on as well. That is Garral there. Back outside, Jessica Miller. Can't get that one to go. Farwell controls the board and the ball. Score here can cut it to 5 or less for the Fog. 5:35 to go. 49-42. Windsor. That's a little too strong, and Briggs will touch it in the backcourt, and it will get turned over to the Windsor edge. Inbounding will be Kajarine for Jessica Miller and Tiffany Reynolds. Reynolds looking for the ISO here. She does draw the ISO finally on and gets the foul on Briggs. Wanted the teammate to clear out there, sensing she had a size and speed advantage over Emily Briggs. See her eyes light up there, because I've got this one. Draws the foul, 5:15 to go, 7-point lead for Windsor, quarter 3. Violation on the inbounds, turns the ball over to St. John. Rebound Garral. Jessica Miller into the front court for Garral. Short on the shot, rebound to the Fog. Out of the pack, Briggs controls, guarded by Reynolds. Reynolds looking for the steal. Knocked out of bounds by Reynolds. She thought it was off of the Fog player. Jody White, number 3. In for Windsor, Reese Baxendale, 9, checks in for the Fog, or in the Fog gray jerseys. Not to make fun of St. John, but very appropriate color for a Fog named team. Megan Stewart. Set to check in. For Port City, and she does. Farwell on the inbound for Courtney Thompson. Courtney Thompson goes off glass and almost got it to go down. Coach Belding and the Port City bench wanted that one. On the line is Courtney Thompson. Makes the first. That makes it 6. It can be a 5-point game here with a make here. That one rimmed out. Rebound to the edge. Jody White from her Ottawa GG from 1999 and 2003. Falls but finds a teammate. Long three-pointer put up and drained by Sydney Foran. Baxendale crosses half for Farwell. Farwell drives, kicks it back outside for Megan Stewart. Megan Stewart is going to finish with 2. 3:45 to go, and it's a 7-point game. 52-45. Jody White on the outside. Christina Garral inside for Tiffany Reynolds at the foul line, looking for the back cut. On the miss there was Kajarine. She hasn't had very many of those, and there she is on her own offensive board. Working on a 30-point game. Is it 33? No. Rebound taken away by the Port City Fog. To the front court, that's Stewart. And draining the shot for 3 is Farwell. That cuts us to 4 points. 3:07 to go here in the third quarter. Jody White controls in the front court, uses the Kajarine screen. Goes nowhere, now looks for Tiffany Reynolds. Reynolds on the drive, finds space and a foul on Baxendale. Reynolds to the line for 2. Reynolds to the line. She was a team MVP last season in Lakehead. there, 2017 to present, 5 seasons. Strong defensive player. Second team OUA West All-Star last season is Tiffany Reynolds. Converts on a free throw, makes it a 5-point game. Pardon me, a 6-point game. No one told me there'd be math on the weekends. That rims out for Baxendale. It would have been a big bucket for Port City. Instead, it's the ball back to the Windsor edge. Jody White is going to run some offense now. Gajirine on the catch. On the drive, guarded nicely by Abby Ring-Deneen. Will be out of bounds. Off the Seawolves. Kilpatrick set to check in. She'll come in for Megan Stewart. Drawing the foul on the baseline will be Abby Ring-Deneen on the block. Only the team's third of the quarter. Timeout Windsor. They lead by 6, 2:16 to go in quarter 3. They're starting the quarter red hot from three-point land. Gajirine hasn't scored, I don't believe, in about 6 minutes. And of course, it wouldn't matter if she scored again the rest of the game. We already put a 30 spot up here. Count for over half of the team's points in this one. Second overall game here in the regular season for the NWBA. Only one preseason game was played. That was Fredericton Freeze, who we'll have next up here at 7. They went to Moncton, beat the Mystics by 10. It was a 3-point game with about 90 seconds to play, so it was pretty close with a jam-packed Harrison Trimble High School for that one. You can bet you get the hometown team here this evening for the 7 o'clock game. This place will be packed. It is a hot day here in Fredericton, maybe the nicest Saturday we've had all year, or all summer at least. If you're a summer fan, if you're a skier, you probably like the snowy weekends. Come on down early. There is a lemonade truck outside. Get yourself some lemonade. Come on in. Enjoy this opening weekend of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Farwell with a tough catch underneath. She brings it back out. Kilpatrick set up in the high post. That's Baxendale. Now Kilpatrick drops down to the low post and flates to the outside. Open for 3 is Kilpatrick. High catch. 2 on the shot clock. Kilpatrick on the drive didn't get rim. Did get rim on the second attempt, but it was the wrong side of the rim, and it's Tiffany Reynolds. Stops, pops. Rebound by Reynolds. Looking for Gajirine, but it's deflected out off of Port City. Got some subs in. 15. For Port City. Jody White with the play there. I don't have a 15 for Port City on my list. Of course, some issues with Port City and the uniforms that were destroyed in a warehouse fire. We'll try to look for that, who 15 is at a later time. Rebound there to Kilpatrick. 1:22 to go here in quarter number 3. And scoring for Port City is Reese Baxendale. draw the foul and go to the line, it can be a 3-point game. Cut it to 1 possession. 1:15 here to play with a make on the free throw. Farwell out and Bailey Henderson in. Henderson had 4 points in the first half. For Port City. Emily McNeil for Carissa Kajarine. Tiffany Reynolds. Kajarine gets it back. She's looking for the bucket, but Port City has found a way to get her under control a bit more. Reynolds on the miss, Kilpatrick on the rebound. Kilpatrick on the screen, Reynolds on the tip away from Baxendale. Reynolds on the control. Reynolds by herself lays it in. Just out-hustled Baxendale on that one. Kilpatrick taken away by Kajarine. Looks like she had some contact there from number 15. Travel there on Emily McNeil. 22.7. The shot clock will be off here at the end of the third quarter. 5-point game. Port City can cut it to a single possession with a score here. Let's see if they go to Kilpatrick or go through Kilpatrick. Instead, it's Baxendale who goes to the line after the foul with 13.6 on the clock. Foul goes on Kajarine. On the line is Baxendale. Makes the first. Kilpatrick can't get the rebound. 4-point game. 10 on the game clock. Jody White now realizes how much time is left. Tiffany Reynolds gets the screen and she gives the blow by. Kaylee Kilpatrick gives the foul. Close that one down quick, did Kilpatrick. Tiffany Reynolds to the line.
Foul, Port City, number 14, Kaylee Kilpatrick.
Tiffany Reynolds. Can't make the first. 3.5 on the game clock here in the quarter. It's a 4-point game. 56-52 in favor of Windsor to make it 5. No good. Rebound Kilpatrick with 2 now. Can she get a shot off? Cannot get a shot away. Kajarine with good defense there. Prevent that. So we will go to the end of quarter 3. It is the Port City Fog eating into the 9-point lead. Cuts it down all the way to 4. 56-52 in favor of Windsor. We'll take a break about a minute and a half, and I'll be back with action from the fourth quarter. We are just about set for the fourth quarter of second ever game, the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. I'm Bill Gibson. You are watching the MWBA YouTube channel. Reach me on Twitter at Billsby, Billsby, Billsby. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd like to hear from you. Heard from a few fans here this afternoon already. Give me a shout out. It is opening weekend action. Big thanks to the sponsors that have come on board, founding partners, Royale and Metav, internationally renowned companies on board for 3-year commitment here to this fledgling league. It'll be Windsor ball. Kajarine will inbound right here in front of me. Inbounds to Jody White into the backcourt. Far side is Reynolds. Reynolds baseline, awkward looking shot, but it goes in off glass. Strong take from Tiffany Reynolds. Screened on that one. I didn't see who made the bucket for Port City. One passed by my booth here just at the time that shot went up. McNeil puts it up for 3, front rim, and it's Kajarine in the right spot at the right time to get the rebound. It's deflected a couple times. McNeil again, 8 on the shot clock. Reynolds puts it up from deep. No good. Rebound to Courtney Thompson. Courtney Thompson come alive in the second half for Port City. Farwell makes the 3, and we've got a 1-point ball game. 8:52 to go in quarter number 4. Here at Leo Hayes High in Fredericton North, where all good things come from, Fredericton North. There's about 5 minutes from here. Score there by Windsor. Farwell looks to keep hot. She cannot. Briggs can't save it. Jody White comes out. Jessica Miller checks back in for the Windsor Edge. Miller to the front court. Gets the screen. Miller puts it up. And that was missed. Rebound to Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick with the dribble to the front court. Good hustle there. Break up the pass by Reynolds. That was intended for Megan Stewart. Farwell on the miss. Rebound Reynolds. Reynolds for Miller. Miller picks up the dribble, now finds Kajarine. Uses the screen. Good defense there. But a foul called. I was going to say good defense by Bailey Henderson. She says, how was that a foul? See the officials are on top of that one. Kajarine finds some space, blocked by Kilpatrick. The eraser underneath. It's a 3-point game, now make it 1 again on the finish. For the Port City Fog is Bailey Henderson. It's going to be a travel. No, it's going to be a push from behind. That push will go on Courtney Thompson, number 5. We move through here this fourth quarter at 6:25. 7 o'clock game featuring the Freeze. The gym is starting to fill in here, folks. You're coming. Come on down. Dragging the pivot foot is McNeil. No basket. Freeze now with the, the Fog. Keep calling them the Freeze for some reason. The Fog with the opportunity to take the lead here with a score. It's been Windsor in charge of the scoreboard throughout. Instead, it's taken away by Miller, but taken right back by Port City. Kilpatrick That's Bailey Henderson. She looked to kick it outside for Courtney Thompson. Thompson had zigged when Henderson thought she was going to zag. Of course, the players haven't had a lot of opportunity to play together in game situations. First league, so you're going to expect some zigzags every once in a while. Kilpatrick on the rebound. 6:45 to go here. Make that 6:46 as the ball goes out of bounds. Little aerial action from Kilpatrick. Would have needed the go-go gadget boots on that one to get up and catch that pass. Reynolds, Kajarine, Reynolds, back to Kajarine. She tees up the three-pointer. Make that 33 points at minimum for Carissa Kajarine. What an impressive afternoon she's had here. Foul drawn. Will go on number 4, Sydney Foran. The Edge's second team foul, only one for the Port City Fog. 6:22 to go, fourth quarter. 63-59 in favor of the Windsor Edge. First game had a decidedly Moncton flavor crowd to it. This one that seems to be a fairly neutral crowd, I would say. That's out of bounds. Ball goes to Windsor. Tiffany Reynolds into the front court. For Kajarine, back to Reynolds. Kajarine on the curl screen. Now McNeil on the catch up top for Jessica Miller. Miller on the dribble for McNeil. 4 in the shot clock now. 3, 2, have to put it up. And that goes off the back rim for Foran. But it's Reynolds on the offensive glass who puts it up and in for 2, who pushes the lead to 6. Kaylee Kilpatrick. Five on the shot clock. Goes up on its rebound, Kajarine. Miller makes the 3. Suddenly, what was a 1-point game is now up to 8. Kilpatrick goes down, and that looked like it hurt Kilpatrick. Certainly don't want to see that at all in this league. She's up. She looks like she'll be all right. I'll walk that one off.
Foul on Windsor, number 13, Emily McNeil.
Foul on Windsor, number 13, Emily McNeil. Baxendale will go to the line. It cleared out, so that must have been called a unsportsmanlike, I guess. I didn't see that. Call by the official. Of course, I'm on the opposite side of the court as the official scorers are. Missed a few of the hand signals. Baxendale drains them. Important free throws there. 5:14 to go. 7-point game, and it remains Port City Fog ball. Kilpatrick on the bench now. Farwell in favor of Kilpatrick. Baxendale on the dribble. Uses a Farwell screen. Baxendale thought about the shot, instead pulls it up. Unable to finish on the drive was Bailey Henderson. Now it's Reynolds who goes off the front rim. Bailey Henderson on the rebound. Windsor able to get back down court and stop Henderson. Now it's Reynolds drawing the jump ball. Quick hands by Tiffany Reynolds. And strength there as well. Nice take there by the Port City Fogs. Bailey Henderson, she can't get it to finish. Sydney Foran for 3. Reynolds, right spot, right time. 4:23, timeout on the floor. Taken
As a National Health Solutions partner, Moody is proud to help NWBA
by St. John.
Hoop dreams along with the fine folks from Royal.
Bog, of course, a number of University of PEI connections. Reese Baxendale, Lauren Fleming, and Lauren Harris, all teammates with the Panthers, part of the U Sports bronze medal winning program in 2020. Baxendale and Fleming, also longtime Sussex teammates in the Minor Basketball Association, as well as with the Sussex Regional High School Sonics, with the Derrytown and the Derrytown Classic, the high caliber high school tourneys that goes here in New Brunswick on an annual basis. Don't believe they played it this year due to the same thing we've all been going through. Of course, as I look across the scorers table, great group over there. We'll highlight Allie McCarthy. McCarthy played a lot of high school ball at Fredericton High School. Started upriver before transferring down, went away to Ontario for her final year. Spent this past season a rookie year. University of North Dakota Fighting Hawks. You can bet that when the time is right for Allie, she'll have her eyes on this league for sure. Heck of a talent there in New Brunswick's Allie McCarthy. .412 to go, St. John down by 9. They need some points. They had it to 1 not that long ago, but it was a scoring run. Farwell on the pass from Kilpatrick. Good connection there, a nice finish from Rachel Farwell. McNeil. Kajarine. She's got at least 33 by my count. Front rimmed on that one. See if the legs maybe get late in this fourth quarter. See a little bit more front rim. Good high energy all day has Kajarine. 3:33 to go. Reynolds picks up the foul. That will send Baxendale to the line. We will have a sub for the shooter when that time comes. A little shout out to fine folks watching in Toronto. Liston family watching along. Good Northsider there for sure. And Tom Liston. Of course, Tom has some New Brunswick connections recently through his involvement with Canada's oldest basketball court in St. Stephen. Haven't heard of that? Look that up, particularly if you're watching from away. Bog scored there to cut it to a 4-point game. Just give that a little Google. Canada's oldest court, St. Stephen, New Brunswick. Fine work being done by folks there to restore that bit of basketball history that resides right here in the Pitcher province. .246 to play, 4-point game. St. John will inbound in their front court. Nice spin move there to avoid the tie-up and finish for Bailey Henderson. 2:35 to go. Timeout on the court in a 2-point game. It was down to 1 and then up to 9 and now back to 2. Your in-house PA announcer thanking some of the sponsors. Of course, Dairy Farmers New Brunswick, every time an NB team makes a 3, you're hearing that cowbell will sponsor players of the game. We will stay right here for that. Have to think unquestionably for Windsor, it will be Kajarine. 33 points at minimum. Again, by my count, she had 24 at half, and I've got her for 9 here in the second half. Could be more than that. But we're in for a great finish in this one. We'll mention some of those sponsors, Medavie and Royale, of course, coming on board. That's 3-year commitments for sponsorships. NBS, Cushman Wakefield, Eastlink, Sports Entertainment Atlantic, Garrison, Cox, Palmer. There are a plethora of sponsors here making this league happen. And I certainly know from the talking with Brad Janes, all through sponsorship, not planning, not basing their budgets in this year on fans and attendance, because unknown what the number will be. Attendance here so far is pretty good. Expected to get really strong here for the 7 o'clock game. Now Port City. The Fog control the rebound and now in the front court with 10 on the shot clock, but it's taken away by the Windsor Edge. That's Kajarine. Oh, can't get it to drop. And that's a big rebound for Port City, Courtney Thompson. For the lead, Farwell. Can't get it to go down, but a miss there, and Kilpatrick is back in looking for the rebound. Now she's down, and it's still controlled by Port City. 12 on the shot clock now, 1:43 on the game clock. The 2 points will tie us up. That's a 3. That's also rimmed out for the lead. It's a reset on the shot clock. Just keep playing. It was late in the shot. Clinging to a 2-point lead. It's the Windsor Edge into the front court. 1:22 to go. Tiffany Reynolds. Reynolds uses the screen. Now she's one-on-one against Kilpatrick. That's a tough match. Kilpatrick is really long, really wide, even at Reynolds' speed. The foul will go on number 5. Courtney Thompson. Pardon me. 5 for Port City is Courtney Thompson. 5 for the Windsor Edge is Jessica Miller. Trailing by 2, 1:09 to play. Port City in the front court, that's Baxendale. Farwell was looking for the catch. Instead, it's Baxendale, kicks it outside. That's up and rimmed out again. Kilpatrick fighting for the rebound. Good block out by Reynolds. Kilpatrick will pick up the foul. 54.5 to play in a 2-point game. Windsor has controlled the scoreboard pretty much from the opening tip, but it's a barn burner now with 48 seconds to play. Kajarine. Taken away on the block. Now it's Kilpatrick who finds Baxendale. 35 on the game clock, 16 on the shot clock. Baxendale, nowhere to go, cross corner. And that's a big block. That's Kajarine on the rejection. That's a couple of those she's had in emphatic style here this afternoon as well. 26.3, 10 on the shot clock. St. John trailing by 2. Farwell. The Fog have had lots of looks, lots of opportunities to tie or go ahead. Now 16 on the game clock and up by 2. It's Windsor with the ball. Farwell gives the foul. 11.4 to play. Still have a foul to give. Inbound for Reynolds. Baxendale gives the foul. That will send Reynolds to the line to shoot 2. She makes them both. It gets really hard from a math perspective for Port City. However, any kind of a miss here, and it's still a 1-possession game. Reynolds. Strong second half. Clean on the first one. That's the 3-point lead. Miss on the second. Rebound Kilpatrick. Port City needs a 3 to tie. 6 on the game clock. Baxendale loses the handle outside Kilpatrick for the tie. That does no good. Port City, lots of opportunities here towards the end of the game. But this one will go in the books. What a game this was. 71-68 with Port City. Opportunity to tie or go ahead multiple times in the last couple minutes. What a display from these women here in their first game in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Players of the game. A bit of a tough call for St. John. Kilpatrick had a pretty decent game. That might be the choice. Had a really good second half was Courtney Thompson. Didn't do much in the first half in terms of putting points on the board. And then, of course, on the Windsor Edge side, you have to go with Carissa Kajarine, who by my count has at least 33 points, possibly more than that. The spectacular performance she's had here this afternoon. Player that, unbeknownst to me, in terms of the scoring expectation coming into this one, that's what this league is about, showcasing the talent that is right here in Canada. And now, the building certainly is filling in. A number of folks out there, I think, were waiting for the Fredericton Freeze game, only buying a single ticket. Now coming in. Stay here with the Dairy Farmers Player of the Game. And there it is, Courtney Thompson. I did mention she had a great second half. Courtney Thompson, a little one there. And the player of the game for Windsor, Kajarine, again with at least 33. The player of the game for Windsor. So we have 2 in the books here in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. It is the Halifax or Nova Scotia teams 2 and the Brunswick teams 0. Halifax Thunder pick up a win over the Moncton Mystics. Here the Windsor Edge in a tight one over the Port City Fog. Coming up at 7, you have to switch over onto the separate stream. It'll be the Fredericton Freeze and the Halifax Hornets. Don't think Hornets like the cold weather. Let's see what happens when they go up against the Freeze. Come on back for that one. I'm Bill Gibson. Thank you for tuning in. My pleasure to bring you opening weekend action from the MWBA.